Carl Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatawa Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teaches truth, the 100% truth, according to the Bible. To do a quick lesson, scrolling through social media and saw about this rapper that passed. I think his name was OG Maco. I think he's out of Atlanta. He wasn't a real popular rapper, but I was listening to some of his songs that he had out. And I listened to some of his interviews, and pretty intelligent young brother, I guess. I think he was like 32 when he passed. I think he just passed here maybe last night or sometime today or whatever. But he ended up self-deleting himself. So took a weapon and discharged it, I guess, and killed us. Attempted to delete itself. Well, anyhow, going back over the story, and I was going over some of the interviews that he had, he was suffering from, he had mental depression, and also he was suffering from some type of flesh-eating disease or whatever. And I guess he's been dealing with this for a while, because eventually, like he was saying, one day he was scratching in his interview, he was scratching his scalp, and his whole scalp fell off, and he ended up losing an eye, and we can only guess at what he might have been dealing with, what might have caused all this. It could have been HIV or whatever, you don't know. But the reason I'm doing this lesson, because I just did a lesson on this recently. So many people dealing with all type of ailments and diseases that's out right now. And the Lord is unleashing on the planet, man. And a lot of it, he's using Esau Edom to orchestrate a lot of these diseases, in his labs or whatever, things are coming out. You have stuff like monkeypox, we just had the C-19. There's one called now Disease X, and many more. It's like every week is something new, so you really can't really call them all out, because there's always something new that's coming out. But I was looking, there's got to be a painful way to go, like him having his flesh actually starting to fall off his body. And I worked in places where, in like a hospital type situation, where I've seen guys that come in there that had AIDS or whatever, to the point that, it was pretty much eating their body off, had their Johnson fall off, whatever, from the disease or whatever. But that's just goes to show you the true fear of the Lord, man. Why are we supposed to fear the Lord? Because what he can put us through and what he protects us from, And we can't thank him enough, man, throwing up, the water to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for delivering us, man. Because anytime we walk out these doors or when we go to sleep at night, it may be the last time or something could really jump on us, We in that time, where all type of pestilence and disease, and you talk about the famine and all these other things about to hit the place, man. Man, we're gonna need that covering. So anybody that don't have that covering, man, you're really putting yourself out there. But let me pull up this video real quick.
It's crazy how we just spend so much time. Right. Because my mindset was like, okay, let me watch something where people are in more pain than I'm in. I know,
Brother,
so I got out of the hospital and I
Jake was suffering, man.
Like I said, they tried to fentanyl me up. Right, okay. I don't know if people know about fentanyl or fentanyl addiction.
But you're somebody who's probably done a fair amount of opiates in your life, right? But fentanyl freaks you out.
Lean, pop perks and all that shit, but fentanyl is a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen people who go from, popping 30s to they taking the fake 30s and they smoking fucking fentanyl.
But why would the hospital feel like they had to put you on a way stronger painkiller? Like, was the pain actually that bad?
The pain is that bad.
Oh, okay.
No, the pain is not even is. Cause I'm still healing.
Really?
So the pain is that bad. It is. It's your flesh is falling off, bro.
Right.
So it's.
And what's the healing process like? Well, but you ejected yourself from the hospital, so is there a point where you had to go back and be like, I need more treatment?
I had to go back and do more treatment and shit like that. And,
what's the treatment like?
just sit around, pump you full of fucking medications. When I got back home, I started doing like natural remedies like aloe and black seed oil.
And you feel like that stuff works?
And it was working. Brackish water, which makes sense. Because
Brackish? What's brackish? Start to get better, or are you just trapped in the hospital for months and months?
So I got out of the hospital and I didn't trust them because, like I said, they tried to fentanyl me up.
Right, okay.
They fucking creeped out.
Yeah.
After off air, I'll show you some pictures if you want to see them.
I mean,
Paid for it and everything was cool.
So do you still have to wear the eye patch because of the previous situation? Or
No, I'm wearing an eye patch because of now.
Right.
So I lost a lot of flesh. It ate down to the bone.
Right.
So you can imagine regrowing. You've had injuries before and shit like that.
Right. Not my eye so much.
Yeah, not your eye so much. But if you heal all those layers down from the bone up,
right,
it can take a while. And a lot of people have to go through amputations when they're dealing with necrotizing fasciitis.
At a certain point, were you just thinking that was pretty likely that you were probably going to lose an eye?
I didn't know how you amputate a head.
Yeah, right. What are you amputating? Yeah.
I didn't know how the fuck you cut a head off.
But was it ever a worry that it was going to spread to the rest of your body and shit too?
Well, that was the only good part. I wasn't seeing it spread to like my hands and shit. I remember at one point it had spread to my cheeks, and I had like these fucking holes, like you could damn near actually like see through my face.
Right.
And I remember at that point I was really fucking creeped out.
Yeah.
But like I said, most of these rappers, man, wicked. We don't know what the reason why the Lord, put that torment on him. I don't really know his music like that, or his background or whatever. But you can see he's a very intelligent young man. And whatever he did, we don't know what he did in this life or the past life, why the Lord hand out these judgments. But it's a lot more judgment like that yet to come, man, on this place. That proud spirit that a lot of people have. And I want to kind of go on this because the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar did a video earlier today I was listening to. I didn't finish listening to it. But it was going about being humble, man. Being humble in this truth and in the spirit. You got a lot of Israelites that know they're Israelites, but they're not humble, man. And I think he was going into the Apostle Paul, by talking about being humble. And a lot of jokers, a lot of guys in this truth, man, that because they have the knowledge and they can write off precepts, they can call off precepts, off the top of their heads, very eloquent speakers and all these type things. But a lot of Jake's got this proud spirit. And you come to the Lord, you got to be humble, man. The Lord is going to humble you one way or another. And you don't want the Lord to humble you, so you have to humble ourselves. And one way you do that is, through fasting, through meditation, through prayer. We deprive ourselves, And, yeah, man. So we have to give our praise to the Lord, man, every day, that He keeps us protected, We don't control nothing in the scheme of things, man. The Lord does. He can drop something on you, just as quick as, thinking about it. Just in a second or two, and next thing you know, you got some type of ailment that's totally destroying your body. Now I deal with my different type of infirmities, man, but I know, and I look at it like the Lord way of humbling me to keep me humble. Things that I'm dealing with. Because I had a proud spirit, especially before I came in this truth, man. I felt like I was damn near invincible, But the Lord has a way of humbling you, and you learn from that lesson, man, and you repent, you call on the name of the Lord, And it goes back, I think about Antiochus, man, it was Antiochus. I think he had like a flesh-eating disease or something where his flesh was starting to stink so bad that it fell off, and his soldiers couldn't even stand to be around him. The same thing happened to it's memory, man, be fucking with me. But the one that persecuted Yahushua, can't think of his name right off the rip, but he ended up going through something similar to that, that proud spirit. And the Lord has a way of humbling. So that was pretty much it, man. I just want to kind of hit that real quick while I was wild fresh in the spirit, man. With that, say shalom.